Jesus Christ. Hey buddy, how you doing? Should have to cast? Yeah, I am, but it's gonna be good, you know. It's gonna be good. Oh, it'd be good for casting for a different league. Just because I'm casting the same couple now, so it'd be good to change it up a bit. Are you in Bradley Gaio or? Okay, so getting both teams underway. So you got Team Exile versus Team Voltage. I know a few of these players. I know Lanix and Expert. Some very capable players, definitely. So they're going to be interesting to see. These other players I've never heard of. Should be interesting to see how these guys play out. So, go quick jump into game chat, tell these guys to ready up, and once both teams are readied up, we'll then start the game and see where this goes. Alright guys.
Yo.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Alright, yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, we're ready, by the way. I don't know about that.
Oh, good stuff. Once you're ready, just everyone on your team ready up, and once your whole team's ready up, then I can start the game, okay?
Alright.
Madness ready up.
Good stuff.
You guys?
Ready up.
I'm still FA, I'm just playing for it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so...
Ready up, Madness, you got ready up.
Hey guys, so it's gonna be infinite...
Give us a minute, okay? Give
yeah,
us
no
a
worries,
minute.
no worries. It's infinite overtime, by the way, okay?
Okay.
You obviously each get
What round we
a...
finishing at?
God, Jesus Christ, do you remember that other game I casted? Fucking Jesus. So yeah, get one rehost each, obviously, just running through some of the rules. If you need
Yeah,
rehost, then obviously just leave. You got up to the you can leave the game for rehost during the preparation phase, and then you got 30 seconds into the action phase as well. That's as long as no damage is taken by either team member. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is all good.
Jamesy.
These crisps are nice, man.
Yeah.
Jamesy.
Basically,
Yeah.
pro league rules.
You still looking for players?
Nah, we're alright at the moment now.
Oh fuck, alright.
Well, we're trying some people out, but obviously I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
give us a minute. I got one.
Yeah, just ready up when you're ready.
Give us a
Okay.
minute.
Okay, so. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. So yeah, like I said, haven't heard much of Team Exile at all. Don't know much about them, but from what I know about Team Voltage and some of the players, mainly Expert and Lanix, who I've played with before, experienced with before in other leagues, they are very capable players. Expert himself is an absolute gunner. Lanix himself is a very good player as well. Expert is more of a support flex player and plays that role very, very well. Lanix, I believe, is possibly support as well. Alright, Trix, how you doing? Good to have you in here. So yeah, just looking at from what I know, I'd probably give the advantage to Team Voltage, but obviously it's border, it's a very open game. The bans are definitely going to come very, very important in this game. We'll soon see what happens here, especially with the lot of soft destruction that is available. That's going to play a huge part of this, and I think whoever can ever control the vertical play the most, and who's better set up for that vertical play, will come out on top on this game for sure. Boy Fake is a monster, yeah? Alright, Willow. AD, my dude. Can we get some predictions in the chat, yeah? What do people think the final score is going to be? We can just see what you guys think. See some final score predictions. I'm going 7-4 Voltage. Or 7-3 Voltage, actually. I changed my mind. But yeah, like I said, vertical play and controlling that vertical play, I think is going to be very, very important for this game. And whoever controls that the best will probably win out. You're going to be if when playing on defense, they're going to be needing to win at least two of, well, at least four of their defense, I think. It depends on the offsite as well, because ideally as a defense, you'd be wanting to win armory and you'd be wanting to win ventilation. That's obviously ideal. And then you've got the third offsite, one of the few maps which does have a definite offsite, in that you have customs and tellers. Depending on which site you go to, customs obviously going to be wanting to hold CCTV, tellers obviously going to be wanting to hold office. So it'll be interesting to see how they dedicate their utility to holding each of those sites on the offsite. Obviously that's presuming that they will win their two primary sites of ventilations and armory. So both teams are ready, we're going to start going in. Let's go. Team Exile versus Team Voltage, let's get into it. So we got 7-4 from Willow and a 6-6 from Trix. It is infinite overtime Trix, so there will be a winner in this game. So you may want to change that up a bit. So, into the ban phase. Obviously, we got Team Voltage in orange, Team Exile in blue. Because Team Exile attacking first, Team Voltage will have the first defensive ban, and vice versa when it comes to the defensive bans. So Thermite coming out, it's going to be very important for most sites, especially Armory Wall. Also Office Wall if you're going for a push on that. And ventilation as well, you can have on the ventilation you can open up from the teller's wall into ventilation, into workshop, which is common push. So that'd be interesting to see how that works out. Obviously one of the primary hard breaches, obviously got Hibana as well. Blitz coming out. So very, very strong shield operator here. Some teams very dislike going against the Blitz. Some competent Blitz players will be an absolute menace to other teams. And when you've got corridors like you have on border, it can cause absolute havoc, especially these close places as well. Mirror coming out. So yeah, Mirror standard ban. I'll probably be expecting either Pulse, Echo, or Maestro as the other defensive ban. Pulse mainly you see on border as well, just because that vertical play line I mentioned before, playing below, can be very, very powerful. But Mirror definitely a standard ban here. Not surprised to see that go at all. Makes holding sites like vents and offices, armory archives much more potent. So we see that being banned. So obviously that's just for the close combat shotgun really. Obviously, utility is very strong as well, but that is more of a secondary reason why people end up bringing Ellen nowadays. So yes, that will leave Valk, Pulse, Echo, Maestro all on the board. So there's a lot of intel available for these defensive teams, which I think will play very nicely to Team Voltage's playstyle. So they're going to go to Armory Archives first for their first defensive site. Nothing too weird about that. It's a standard site, most people's preferred site. When it comes to Armory and Vents, it's basically team preference on what they go to first. So we've got the Monte coming out for the attackers. This should be interesting to see. Some very good Monte players, I believe, in this league, so it'll be interesting to see how they can put that to full use, using him as a human drone, which would be very important to see. So limited ban trick out wall possibly, especially since they have that thermite ban. You'll see where the Valkyrie cams come out from Madness here. Interesting. Another thing I want to point attention to is drone economy. So on the attacking team, you'll see their sort of logo sort of blacken out or shade away basically if their drone is destroyed, as you saw on the IQ there. Intel obviously a huge part of this game, and especially on border with the amount of angles, the amount of rooms there are, you want to have as much intel as possible, so it'll be up to the attacking team trying to save as many drones as they can. So that's one drone down, 4 still up, which is very, very good drone economy there by attacking team. Maestro trying to get his camera on top of the archives bookshelf by the looks of it. Does manage to get up. Monty looks like the AFK, which is unideal. IQ, very, very important pick. Obviously reading into this Valkyrie pick. Just be able to try and catch any outside or inside electronics, as we'll see from the Valkyrie cams, and the bandit batteries as well, and also be able to locate the Maestro cam as she can see there, so she'll now let that know to her team where that Maestro cam is. So hopefully there's a fear or that you'll be able to try and counter that later on. Cast a barricade on the on the archives window onto vents. So waiting for someone with some soft breach, which will be the IQ to take that down. About to say, so yeah, Sophia's bought the Claymore. Thatcher also brought the Claymore, that is taken out. So I'm not sure where he's placed. That'll be interesting to see. Quite a lot of people playing on that top floor by the looks of it. I don't think anyone's roaming anywhere else. Everyone seems to be playing on the sites apart from Valkyrie and Cass playing a CCTV. That is a smart play there. Holding CCTV is a very important part just to give that pressure from the other side essentially. Don't give that away too early. Looks like we're obviously going to be going for an Archives push, but as I talk about that, that is the Sophia taking a lot of damage, putting down 10 to 15 HP, or some damage trader onto Smoke taking around half his health. Obviously Smoke coming out, Smoke in this position here, and for the push the attacker going for it, it's going to be so vital, especially with that Maestro cam now going out as well. That's some damage taken off Thatcher as well. Monty is into the site now, just putting pressure onto the defenders. Now Smoke's coming out, and be careful of the undeploying his shield. He walks straight past the Maestro, does get some shots off. The Smoke is down, he is down indeed. The Valkyrie and the Pulse teaming up, or the Castle, sorry, teaming up to get a kill on the Monty and the Hibana, leaving it a 5v3 in favour of the defenders here. A minute still to go. Thatcher is going for the plant here, but he has got no cover, and the bandit will just come from Archives and take him down. IQ getting a refrag onto the Smoke, finishing him off, and that is a Claymore kill on the Maestro. Valkyrie, however, putting the team into a 3-1 advantage now with IQ the last one left on ventilation. C4 does come out, unable to connect any shot onto the Valkyrie, which is surprising to see. With the weapon that she has, that should have been an easy kill there for the IQ, but does miss her shots. Now knows that Bandit is peeking from Sandwich, so we'll have to watch another angle now. And also with the the vents window open, we'll have to watch out for rounds on there as well. And also that Claymore, going to have you watching those angles as much as possible. She's got 20 seconds left on the timer. She does not have diffuser, so she's going to have to push in, either go for frags or go for the defuse. Has no cams available, any of which will be useful anyway. We'll have to jump in, and there's 2 people watching that window, and will be taken down by the castle. So that is round 1 for Team Voltage. Very, very solid hold there. Very solid hold. It seems like Team Exile there just all grouping up in one area, not going for anything else but the site, not trying to clear off anywhere from CC, not trying to take any roamers out at all. Go straight for a site push, and when you have a smoke and a maestro available, it's very rare you're going to get that done, to be honest with you, especially since he didn't even try and push through offices at all really either. It just failed completely. So now that they get the defending team are going to have to go to a different site, quite predictably ventilation workshop. Qaid being 6-picked off by the looks of it, and the Doki being 6-picked to IQ. So Qaid being 6-picked to castle now, a very common pick on this site. Lion coming out as well from the attack. It is interesting how they use him for the site push, or even for the site push tool. Depends if they want to use him for his versatility, in which you can use him for roam clear, site push, or even retake denial. Very, very useful operator. And also the Maestro being swapped out for the Echo this time as well, and also trading off the role of Smoke to Lanix. He's a very, very good smoke player. Valkyrie, Bandit and Cat are being brought as before, which isn't a surprise. Be interested to see if they have much upstairs presence for the defense this time around. Just because obviously on last round they did play primarily up on their floor. But I think with site like vents you will need to be holding upstairs. Be interested to see if they try and hold armory at all, which they are going to do, which is very good to see from the defense here. I think the attack will definitely need to try and adapt and go for more of an off-site push this time, just because going directly for the site just didn't work for them at all last time. Then open the rotation hatch down into vents, which makes sense, and also some kill holes down into workshop window. Sorry, vents, window even. Apologies. Echo drones coming up. This IQ is going to become more useful than ever. Obviously being able to take out the bandit batteries, the Echo Yokai drones and the Valkyrie cameras, she is going to need to stay alive as much as possible and get as much utility down before her death. So that might be the Sophia opening downstairs, so might be the bandit going for a run out then. Very, very aggressive play. The Echo is playing in bathroom by the looks of it. They look like they're going to go for a Tellus push. He does see the drone next to the vending machine. That is the Sophia into Tellus now, but as I say, that information is related to the bandit, and he will take down the Sophia. So that is some soft destruction taken down. Obviously you still have the Buck and the Sledge. It's not the worst case scenario, but some huge fragging power coming out with the death of Sophia. Again, so it looks like they know that people are upstairs, but they're not really going for a push upstairs by the looks of it. Or if they are taking their time about it. Bandit and Valkyrie still playing upstairs, Castle holding customs, Echo in workshop, and Smoke upstairs as well, so there's 3 of them upstairs. IQ is in, and that drone right ahead of her is giving her all the information she needs, and that will even up the scoreline with the Smoke being taken down, which is a huge frag. I don't know if they know that Bandit is playing on east stairs. Bandit can possibly get a very nice flank here. He does hear that something is being opened from above. He does see the Buck, just with no information at all, comes running up and gives the diffuser away on east stairs, which is now being patrolled by the Bandit. They'll probably relocate an Echo drone there as well, I could imagine. Or at least try and capitalise on having diffuser and the whereabouts of that diffuser. Sledge and the IQ upstairs to try and make some soft destruction here. But I'm not sure if they are aware that Bandit is upstairs. He's not in a he's not in a rush to push. Neither is the Valkyrie. They know where diffuser is. There's no need for them to give their lives away or get aggressive when it'll be the attacker who needs to come to them. Lion is still in waiting room. He's going to go for diffuser. Be interested to see if the Bandit will get a kill here. The exact same position as the Buck there, just keeps the diffuser a bit more up on that stairs, just close to that Bandit. An even worse position from before. IQ knowing where the Bandit is, but with 20 seconds to go, once again it's going to have to make a move. Take some damage on the drop, giving the information away. Oh, just shooting right above the head of the Bandit, unable to connect any shots, and that is going to be 4-1 advantage for the attackers, and I cannot see the Sledge clutching this out, but does get the kill on the Bandit as a consolation kill, but it is however going to be impactless. and that is another round for the defense and Team Voltage. They are now going to have to go to their off-site, so it'll be interesting to see whether they go to Customs or to Teller's bathroom. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to see what they go here. I think they'll have to have a good conversation about this. Looks like they are going to go to Customs, which is a very strong site. It's a lot more open than Bathroom Tellers, less influential if you hold upstairs, but obviously upstairs hold will still be very, very important for this team. They don't seem to have a problem doing that. Bring the Jaeger as well for the first time this match, which is something you rarely hear. Blackbeard being 6 pick off to Thatcher, and Doki being brought out alongside the Lion, so we're interested to see how these two work in conjunction with each other, especially for that roam clear, because their roam clear again was weak. They got the kill and the smoke, and then I guess assumed the rest of the floor was clear, but the Valkyrie is obviously in CCTV still. The Banner was on these stairs and just helped mop up the rest of the round. You can see how this castle is used here to block off certain rotations and sight lines, and also where the Valkyrie cams once again are going to be placed. These are going to be very important.
Speed up and running.
Not chasing that drone. Pretty interesting. Obviously, so she does have her own preparation too, which is understandable. But with the amount of intel that drones can give, normally always prefer to try and get the drone if possible. So it'd be interesting to see here if the defensive team can go for the perfect site rotation of all three.
Remember, folks, efficiency is clever laziness. You can stop worrying about grenades now.
So yeah, obviously going for a grenade over there, an ADS over there, just to deny the grenade coming over. Little do they know that there will not be a grenade or any grenades at all coming in from the attack, as they have no grenades available. So this bandit is going to try and bandit trick this. It'll be interesting to see how he does it. He's not even going to go for the bandit trick. He may get this. Obviously the Hibana Kairos fuse is quite short. Does the Hibana get the double on the single? Does only get the single by the looks of it, but has one left. We'll now have to go for the other one there, just to open up a bit of a larger hole. Obviously, Kairos infamously a bit fiddly, so we can just see here if they do get the hole open as they need it to. That is the Dokubi opening up the frags with the kill on the Jaeger upstairs. So, we'll obviously now be able to hack the cameras, which will give huge intel here to the Valkyrie cams. Obviously, the Echo is not affected by Dokubi at all, so won't have any effect on that, but the Valkyrie cams obviously going to be very, very useful. Drone just coming online at the wrong moment for this Valkyrie, but does take out the Dokubi. Actually does miss her shots. Obviously, with the DMR, you're going to have to be very active to hit your shots with the SMG-12 or the CZ-7. It's going to be a bit difficult to try and hit your shots at range as well. That is a Lion down with the kill from the down from the castle. By the looks of it, he's not going to get too aggressive on that. Thatcher as well, taking quite a lot of damage, now on 28 HP. That's a C4 coming out from the Valkyrie, just finishing off that Lion, just to make sure he is not going to be up, and now being a man advantage once again to Team Voltage 4-3, especially as well in the health advantage. Hibana, Sophia and Thatcher. As I talk about Thatcher, he's going to be down by the Bandit, who's having an amazing game here so far today. Sophia and Hibana now going to have to try and take a push on site with less than a minute remaining. Hibana does have the diffuser, which is a good sign, but it's getting it planted that's going to be the biggest problem here, especially with the Echo drone still alive. I believe with no IQ it'd be hard to see how they would find it otherwise. But yeah, so Bandit's going to be playing close on the supply room window. Just waiting for someone to push. The Sophia is going to try and call through detention, but the Bandit is aware of that, with the Echo drone giving the call away and stunning her before the Bandit cleans up once again. Hibana is the last one remaining. We'll have to try and push through ventilation, but there's one on metal stairs that she does not see, and that'll be the Bandit getting the kill to finish around 3 wins in a row for Team Voltage. Perfect site rotation as well. They'll now be able to go to Armory Archives again, try and get another perfect site rotation. That is 3-0 for the attacking team, for the defending team, apologies. And as I said about the Bandit having a great game so far, all of them having a pretty good game to be honest so far. Support players obviously not doing too much in terms of on the scoreboard, but obviously they'll be playing operators like Smoke and Echo, who are there just to support and give the intel for the fraggers such as Bogey and Madness, who are doing their job phenomenally well. So Jackal being brought out now by attackers, some adaptation here, which is good to see. Also the IQ being 6 pick 2 from the Twitch. Jackal going to be very useful in trying to get that roam cleared down, because that is causing so many issues for the attack here, is that they're not clearing the roamers, or they're not clearing all the roamers. So this Jackal will help immensely. So we're interested to see how they do this round. Obviously, be interested to see if they go for the same side push they did last time, but without Monty, I wouldn't imagine so, because that would be quite silly. It worked terribly last time. Well, it didn't work at all. So yeah, so it'd be good to see some adaptation here, possibly a push through CCTV and Blackbeard as well, so some window presence or just some holding some angles. Blackbeard is still very, very strong in that. Jackal as well obviously has a very strong weapon and a very good secondary soft destruction available through that, which is phenomenally strong, and some smokes. So not a surprise why he's banned quite a lot of the time, just because he is an absolute nuisance to go against. Very, very strong operator. So Valkyrie again playing CCTV. Rotation coming out through CC to the main hallway so they can try and get back to site if needed. That's the thing, they're playing into the roam game here. You can see from the defenders, they're opening those rotations up, they're putting those angles there just because they know they are superior on this roam game here, and they are causing absolute havoc for the on the attackers trying to clear them out. So giving them those walkways and those avenues just to dip in and out as needed. It's working so well for them at the moment. IQ with a nice little angle here above the roof, just looking above office. Castle, sorry, Blackbeard not bringing breach and charge, but bringing the stun grenade, so we'll have to wait for someone to open that, or we'll need to push themselves, or we need to open it himself. Obviously 12 hits to open that, but it makes you very noticeable. So he has now got it open. He's going to have to try and hold some angles here. I don't think anyone is playing inside archives. Doesn't look like it. No, they do just have the Maestro Cam, which at the moment is all you need. They don't have. They only have the Zofia, who can take that out, and the Thatcher, obviously, you can open it. But it'd be interesting to see how that is used. Instead, it looks like Thatcher is going to be on the opposite side, trying to open up archives here. So interesting that's played. And the Zofia is playing down below. So that is some damage, 50 damage taken away from the smoke. But the Zofia does not carry on to commit to that and will instead dip away and... Oh no, we'll repeat it, apologies. Does get a beautiful kill on the smoke there. Very well played by the Zofia. Just one piece for you to left in terms of the impact grenade on the lifeline. So can still take out one of those Maestro Cams if needed. It looks like Thatcher is going to be now changing to Code for Office, or maybe even try and open up into archives. Very nice peek hold here from the Valkyrie, but a very common free fire spot. Now that is quite a common place to hide or try and look through. Castle still playing inside break room now. Bandit in armory and Maestro in archives, just so he can peek around those corners and pre-fire as much as you like. Obviously with the Alder, huge magazine, very strong weapon in itself, and obviously the ACOG as well, which is huge. IQ giving her team a 2-person advantage, taking out the Valkyrie as well. Obviously Valkyrie not a very high DPS weapon, and her utility isn't linked to her being alive, which is huge. So Zofia taking out the castle, so that leaves a 2v5 now. Going to be very important here to see if Maestro can stay alive, but does not find a kill. Is ran in night by the IQ. Can there be a clutch from Bandit? There cannot, and that is a flawless round from the attackers. So some very good adaptation there, much better push by the attackers, going from different angles this time, just shutting down on these roamers very, very nicely. That kill on the smoke from the Zofia to kick things off is an absolute huge frag. Obviously, denying those smoke grenades is huge, and obviously that close combat shotgun that he can use when getting into that position, and the SMG-11 as well, a very, very potent weapon, especially in close quarters combat as well, which is good. So they're going to go to the same site again for the defense on their penultimate defensive round. Going for a Jaeger instead this time, instead of the smoke. So definitely playing more into this roam game and into this aggressive playstyle that had worked for them for the 3 rounds prior to the last one. Yeah, Jaeger's only been played twice so far for the defensive team, which is very surprising to say. Jaeger is normally a mainstay in any team. just because he's the only one who can do what he does, in that he can destroy projectiles coming in. And he's got a very, very strong weapon in that carbine, probably one of the strongest weapons on defense, and one of the most favoured weapons of defense. Very little recoil, very strong hitting power, hits like a truck, and he's a 3-speed as well, so there's no reason really not to pick him. But obviously, play for what site you're defending, and the defensive team must have thought Smoke was a better choice, but Dev's anchor game isn't as strong as a roam game, so they're definitely going to adapt and play into that, which is really good to see. It's interesting now to see if the attack can read into this and possibly go for a strong site push now, knowing that there isn't much of a presence on site possibly. So the same rotation coming out into security, or CC. Oh, yeah, actually, looks like everyone is pretty much playing near on site, which is interesting to see. Going for a heavy hold here instead of a heavy roam presence. They have 2 people off site, and that is only in security, so not even that far off site, to be honest with you. Can you see this? No capsule this time on the ventilation window that goes on into archives. So it'll be free reign here for Blackbeard to open up some soft destruction into the site of armory to be able to try and get speed angles into small closet, but it does not find anyone. This Maestro is going to play inside fountain. This I'm not holding such a tight angle inside archives, which is a smart choice. Valkyrie getting the first frag onto the Thatcher, but it's an absolutely huge frag, especially with no soft destruction whatsoever. That will leave only one operator now available to try and take down this Maestro cams that are available. Bandit peeking around inside Sandwich and will take down the 3/4 of the Blackbeard's health. The Bandit is going to keep contesting this. He is getting very... No, it's not the Bandit, sorry, it's the Jaeger. Jaeger's going to keep trying to peek this angle. It's going to be beautiful if he can get it. It's going to be a huge frag. A lot of pressure off that Archives window and available for runouts. He's going to keep peeking that, which I'm not sure how bright that is, especially with the Blackbeard with the shield, is going to be given the huge advantage of that. Jaeger has stopped trying to peek that now, which is probably the smart choice. I'm not surprised about that in the slightest. However, it has worked in stalling out the attackers. None of them are in sight whatsoever. The IQ misses a sitter of a shot on the Valkyrie, which should have even enough man count for the teams, but does just miss that shot. Valkyrie does not know how lucky she just was then. But still, 40 seconds left. As I talk about that, Sophia will even outtake with a kill onto the Bandit. We'll start pushing in the side. Jaeger is still there, so we'll be waiting for that peek from the Sophia. Jack will have a pinging Jaeger, but does push in between the pings to give a false sense of confidence for the Sophia. Very, very smart push there by the Jaeger. Very smart push. After the pings are coming out, so that launch will still be given away to the Jaeger, but those pings will now finish. This Jackal on the sandwich window will try and find another, but that will take a lot of HP away from Jaeger. Jaeger, Maestro, and the Blackbeard all in 1 HP damage. Just absolute photo kills here from the attackers. The Jaeger jumping out just to slow down Jackal works very well. He may get the frag onto Jaeger, but at the end of the day, he cannot get inside and cannot plant. And that's another round. So 4-1 for the defensive here. Very, very strong hold on that time. Playing more into those quick fragging operators. Even if they're not playing them as roamers, there's no denying that the fragging potential these operators have are working very well for the defenders here. They're very smart to play into that after their loss on that site last round. And into the final round here now. For the defenders, well, the final round of this half. See if they can make it 5-1. Or a 4-2 for the attackers. Obviously the best they can now hope for. And try and have a stronger defense than they have attack. So they're going to go ventilation workshop, which isn't a surprise at all here. Taibin Brow, however, which is peculiar, they may be going for a hold onto the hatches. May try and reinforce those. It'll be interesting to see how this is played here. This switch is going to be very important in trying to take out either these Kaida Electro Claws and or the Maestro Cam's obviously having an indirect buff, basically, in the fact that she can now destroy Maestro Cams with 2 zaps of her Twitch drone, which is very, very powerful. It's top of a very powerful weapon with an immense rate of fire. Absolutely incredible operator that just can absolutely shred through people. Maestro here struggling, does manage to no, does not want it there. He is trying to get that in. He does manage to get in eventually. Good job on the Maestro. Very nicely hidden in that little area there. Bandit playing inside offices along with the Valkyrie and the Castle, I believe, playing upstairs as well, possibly. Definitely the Valkyrie's playing inside security. Sophia looks like looks of it opening into Tellers, trying to walk in there. Twitch going upstairs. Sledge going to go for an office push. Does look like the Bandit is right next to him. Be interested to see how the drone work is coming from the attackers now. Obviously, knowing that probably one is in there. Drone is coming out. Will they see the Bandit? It's going to be huge. I don't think the Sledge has seen. The Sledge has not seen the Bandit. Has now walking back on it, but there's 2 there, so the Sledge is going to have to be very careful and pick his fight very smartly. Jackal's there to back him up, however. Interesting to see how they try and push through this. I'm not sure whether they want to push through into Archives or not. Looks like they are just going to get away. They're not going to want to directly contest that. Bandit just narrowly peeking his head out into the crosshairs of the Sledge, but does not. And in the meantime, the Twitch taking a lot of damage from a pre-fire from inside, by the looks of it, office. Jackal traded out for the Kaid, with the Castle getting a kill on Jackal there. Sledge taken down as well by the Castle. The Castle going to get a double kill here. That is also the Twitch on 1 damage worth of health, or 1 HP essentially, so 1 shot will take it down. Finally, the Twitch pulls the trigger and does take out that Castle, ending his reign on this game, keeping the scores even at 3-3, but a heavy health advantage in favour of the defenders here. It looks like one is outside the events window, but obviously the Sophia will move away, with the Blackbeard getting a kill onto the Bandit, I believe it is now, putting the man advantage in favour of the attackers. But they're now going to try and push onto site with 50 seconds remaining. They do have Diffuser, and that's Sophia taking out the Valkyrie, so that'll leave the Bandit alive. Won't take too much at all to take out the Twitch, but it'll be the Sophia and the Blackbeard that will be the main issues here.
Breach charge is hot. Setting breach charge.
Sophia looks like she's going to try and... Oh, Blackbeard, sorry. Looks like she's going to open it above. Twitch might be opening above into, or opening into bathroom. Maestro is going to run through. That call will be given away. Twitch will try and push through down the customs hallway. Won't find anything. Plant is going down by Sophia inside ventilation. Plant will be successful, she will jump out. The Maestro unable to find anything there and will lose his fight to the Blackbeard. And that will be a 4-2 half in favour of the defenders here. A shield coming very handy there for the Blackbeard. Obviously, like I said, a very, very strong operator. So that's a 4-2 now for the defenders. Well, in favour of Team Voltage, apologies. Slowly trying to bring it back here, Team Exile are, but they'll have to have a very strong defensive showing here. Bergie unable to get a kill for the last couple of rounds, by the looks of it, not progressing much from there. Definitely seems to have plateaued a bit. Expert on this bug is going to be home to pick up some frags for his team and some soft destruction as well. Definitely try and pick it up a bit more and to see how they now work this into their play. Bringing the hard breach as well, obviously assuming that Army Archives is going to be the site, and I believe it will be. Yes, it will be. So Jaeger, Echo, Smoke and Maestro. Echo and Maestro being brought by the defensive team here. Very important. Quite a bit of damage taken down by the Echo there, which is not ideal. It's obviously a single grenade now from down below in that common holding spot will cause a lot of damage here for that Echo or whoever decides to try and hold themselves behind Harful, which looks like they're going to do, especially with that shield there. That is a common pre-grenade spot or pre-fire spot, obviously if you shoot it down from below. I think Expert, with the type of experience that he has, We'll definitely go for that as soon as he spawns in. Notice that the holes are open there, so we'll definitely try and launch a grenade through there, and I cannot blame him for it. He's to be hoping that someone will be playing behind there, and it looks like someone will. Or I think it depends on this, who that will be. That's going to be the smoke playing behind there, so that's going to be a huge frag for this buck if he gets it. Yeah, however, I'm not going to go for it, which is interesting to see. It's probably going to wait for some more intel before trying to possibly go for that, just because some vertical play will be very important for this site. Varna looking like they're possibly going to go for an archives push, or sorry, open it up into archives, so office, and then open up the archives wall. It's very interesting. That is a bandit taken out. The Maestro pushing into offices, being drained out. However, it's be interesting to see who that plays out. Sophia playing around by East Stairs. Twitch is in as well, being able to block off the East Stairs rotation with that Claymore. Buck inside security, definitely taking a lot more ground than the team Exile did on their attack, which is good to see. The Jaeger taking a lot of damage as well and playing down below, so they're going to struggle to get back up, especially with that hold now from security and with that Claymore on East Stairs. His location is going to be given away quite easily, and that is a Maestro taken down as well by the Ivana. So yeah, they are going to go for an archives push through office, which is a very smart push here. They're going to open that up. Going to see where the smoke is playing. The smoke is going to be trying to hold an angle here from Armory, but will be drained out as well, so his location should be given away. Will try and have to hold this by himself. He has 2 smoke grenades left with a minute and a half to go. Won't do much help if he does get taken down though. Echo being repositioned. Castle. Sorry, the Buck takes the damage there from, I believe it was the smoke or the Jaeger. Plant is down, however, so now it's a 5v3 retake situation. Echo unable to find the planter. That is going to be a trade though, with the Jaeger taking out the Buck, but the Hibana refragging onto the smoke, and then also the Sophia taking out the Echo with the Jaeger. The last one live pushing inside offices. Missed the shots on the head of the Hibana, and the Sophia will take that opportunity to take the take out the Jaeger. Given a 5-2 advantage now for the attackers here, at 14 voltage. Very good round by the attackers there. Really strong round, really strong push. Solid plan they had set up there. They knew what they were doing. They seemed very organised and prepped for that. Really, really clean there. Really clean. And just lost one man while doing it, which is the Buck inside East Hallway. Or 90. But yeah, it wasn't too much of an impactful frag from the defensive team. Worked out alright for the attack. So, defensive team again going to Armory and Archives. Looks like the attack here are questioning whether to bring this line or not. It'd be interesting to see if they 6-pick to anyone. They are going to 6-pick to the Buck again. So that'd be interesting to see. They're probably trying to debate on where they think the attackers were going to go, the defenders were going to go. Also, doesn't take note of Frost being picked and then 6-pick to the Guevara. That can have a huge impact on the round, or can be an absolute detriment to see how she plays. Obviously, no Jackal being brought. So, you see. The Guevara just hiding straight away and just trying to not give a position away for the entire round, which is going to be a very late game play here. Be interesting if anyone does drain her out, because she could become an absolute huge factor into this game here. Very smart what she did, dropping down straight away, just hiding as far and fast as she can, hoping that no one will see her. But obviously, there is a double-edged sword. At the end of the day, she's not going to be able to use any of her utility in terms of impact grenades or reinforcements. Now that preparation phase has ended, she is going to go on the move here. Obviously, it's silent step just because she does not know if they 6-pick to a Jackal or not. And we'll be playing very, very sneakily here inside Tellers now. See if anyone goes for Tellers. Looks like there is 2 there. IQ is outside. Caveira could go for the jump on this, but I don't think it's signing up to. That is 2. They could get a 2 for 1 here. They will not go for it. IQ is still on that hole by looks of it. Caveira, not one to play too aggressive here. IQ cannot hear this because she's on a drone, so she may be able to get something from this. IQ has just jumped in, however, she did just miss her timing on this. She could have played more aggressive there. Obviously, she wasn't aware of that. Which is a shame. Could have been a huge kill, but at the end of the day, they still don't know that Caveira is there, so it could still become very, very impactful, which would be interesting to see. Twitch drone, given the location away of this Legion. One of the walls in office not opened, and leading straight onto a Maestro cam as well, so that could be a lot of utility wasted from the defensive team here if they're not careful, and if Sophia reads into that. Ian the Buck with his grenades can do that as well, or even the Twitch. They have a lot of operators here that can take out this Maestro, and also help disable some of the Echo drones as well if needed. This Legion just not winning this fight against this Twitch drone, just being absolute menace here. Dream Mine coming out and being stepped on by the Buck, who has moved into offices but has completely taken that without any confrontation whatsoever. I can't say the same for the Jaeger and the Legion, however, Legion taking roughly like 30 points of damage. Jaeger being taken out by a bun, just like I'd switch on him there. Caveira still playing downstairs, still playing this roam game, but she is going to have to try and make an impact sooner rather than later. Otherwise, as a retake operator, she is not the strongest. IQ taking out the Legion, so no more beam mines coming out. IQ needs to use a gadget to try and locate this Echo drone that is inside Archives. She is looking, she is focusing on the frags though. Going into the gold mine, which she could see as well. She needs to pull out a gadget and see what's there. She is going to do that. She's going to look up and she is going to find this Echo drone, possibly. But no, that is Sophia being taken out by the Maestro. And the kill from the on the Caveira. I have a refrag from the on the IQ, and that is a double kill for the IQ now. Triple kill in general for the round. The plant is down. Caveira's going to run retake with a shotgun, very strong weapon, but not when you're trying to take on 3 operators at once. And that will be match point for the attackers here and for Team Voltage. Very strong round. Caveira there, very interesting pick to see. Could have done a lot of work, but I think if she played more aggressive at the beginning of the round, she could have got possibly 2 kills there. But didn't feel comfortable putting her team at that much of a disadvantage or possible disadvantage that early on. But I feel Caveira is one of those operators where you bring just to try and get that initial impact. So she's not going to be one of those operators that gives a lot to the team in herself. She is solely like, she needs to be alive for utility to work, unlike Jaeger, Castle, or Mute. Once the utility downs, their utility is down. So yeah, that was an interesting choice to make. But Monty being sleeping from the Caveira now, so Fake here trying to play around with the play some mind games here with the attacks and what they want to do. But obviously, without the knowledge that the Mozzie is going to be brought, attackers are going to be less likely to try and check for those Mozzie drones or be careful with their drones. And Mozzie has some huge potential in this game in general, just in Siege in general. His utility is so strong, being able to capture 3 drones from the attacking team, nearly a third of the attacking drones that they get in the entire round, or in the entire phase, and turn it into those. So that is 1 drone caught there for Mozzie, which is very, very strong here. Gonna go for more. He's got 2 drones now. Doing a very good job here. So that is 2 drones now for Fake. He's done a very good job on that Mozzie there. Not just denying, obviously, the attacker's drones, but more into getting into his defensive team now. So he can use them how he likes. He can use them as sort of makeshift Valkyrie cameras, or possibly put one upstairs and use him as a pulse. So gets on the ping where they are, and he can just launch a C4 from below. Very, very versatile operator, very, very strong weapon as well. Bring the Commando 9, which is my preferred weapon on him as well. The PTM Roni very strong as well. The Jaeger here getting a very strong pick onto the button. That is their sole hard breach down. Then going for the reinforcement in armory. Very, very strong in their play there by Jaeger. Very, very interesting play. Damage is taken down by the Buck as well. He is just above 50 HP, but they're going to try and take out this Jaeger now. Because Sophia and the Buck going to try and collapse onto this Jaeger. No drones coming out by the attackers, however. They're going to go strictly for the frags here. Just go for the initial intel. I believe there's more than one Castle taking a lot of health as well. He is going to drop into ventilation. Into vents. Quick rather than later. But that grenade is not going to help him at all. He is stuck, and that is a kill from the Buck and from the IQ. Take out the 2 operators upstairs, and that will be the Jaeger and the Castle down, leaving it to Mozzie, Maestro and Mute, the 3 M's on defense, try and hold this round. However, as I talk about that, Mute is going to be taken down by the Thatcher, who's playing inside front door by the looks of it. Going to try and disable some of the utility here so the Maestro candidate will know it will be straight next to the window. Mozzie, however, getting a frag onto the Zofia. Huge frag here. Yeah, I've still got his C4, which can be huge. Mozzie, Maestro as well. But I'll talk about this. That is the plant going down. The Maestro won't be able to deny this, neither will anyone. That is plant down. Claymore coming out. Very brave play there for the IQ to go for that. But obviously now a 3v2 in a retake situation. This may be it for the defense here in Team Exile if they cannot retake this now. They're not going to play too aggressively the attack. Why should they? There's no need to. Just watching their angles now, which is very smart. You've got this IQ playing inside fence. Does get aggressive on that Maestro, and does lose it. Thatcher holding it inside fence as well, and the Buck playing for above. That's the thing, I don't know whether they're playing too passive defense here. It's not going to work for them. You can't be playing that passive, especially when it's match point. You've got to go for it. That is the IQ that's brought up, is now down again. That is going to be game. The Maestro knows it. Does die for his efforts as well. And that is GG for both teams there. But with a better result, obviously 14 voltage there. Very, very strong game. Very strong game there. 7-2 team voltage. Well played to both teams, but Team Voltage do come out the champions on that. So yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Much appreciated for my first cast for Bradley. Been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, General, for the opportunity. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And catch you guys later. So like I said, that is a 7-2 win for Team Voltage against Team Exile. Absolute dominant performance there by them. Very, very strong performance. Definitely showing how they probably are going to be one of the strongest teams in this league, just with their prowess in attack and defense and their aggression, their calculated aggression. Playing it very well to their playstyle and their operate choices and their individual playstyles, which is very, very good to see. But yeah, thank you very much.